like here, you will set the buzzer enable to 1, and the motor 2 reset to 1, and motor 1 reset to 1. And for changing the ready to drive mode back to the standby mode, you will only need to fulfill either one. Like here, the error is larger than 1, basically any error, and SDC equal to 0. I don't know if you guys have learned about the SDC or not, but
if you forgot,
this is the circuit to control the HV system or chassis system. And for the reset is equal to 1.
佢係搞緊 Triple E。定係你後面唔好後面踩出啱嗰邊走。
Basically, the diagram is describing how the state transition. And as you can see, all this variable is the variable that related to the state transition. For more detail, you can after you install all the related programs, you can open the project and have a more detailed look. So today I just give you guys some very brief introduction. So here you can see there is some block here, and inside this block or more detail in this group. So inside this group is some feature related to the VCU I/O. For like here is the input. So we separate the input by their functionality. For like this board is responsible for the dashboard, the driver dashboard input. So you can see this part is responsible for the LCD button, reset button, and there is a push switch. This is a rotational switch, so it will output number, but for here we use it as a scale for limiting the car maximum power. So let's say if we want to do a low speed testing, so the driver we can set the maximum power to very low, so the car won't just bump our way or crash into something we don't want it to happen. So this is what the push button do, and the reset button. So basically to reset the car, and as I say, the ready to drive button. So these are the three main things that the driver dashboard have. And if you want to have more functionality to the car, it's possible that we add more things on the dashboard as long as the driver can manage them. It's possible. If you make that functionality, the VCU, it's possible to add more things. And here is the pedal input. So basically, we have 3 sensors for the pedal. 2 is for the throttle or the accelerator, the acceleration pedal, and 1 for the brake pedal. And I don't know if they teach you or 教佢哋嗰3個 sensor 係咩啊？
我同佢講咗唔同 type 嘅咯。
OK， So for the reason why we have two photo sensor is because the rule require have a reliability requirement. So we have to use these two sensors, and we need to cross-check the input from these two sensors to determine whether the sensor data is reliable. So that's why we have two photo input. And here you can see this board will give out the two photo percentage. And for any pedal, if you use the term percentage, we are meaning the travel percentage. But brake pedal is exception because it's not measuring the travel of the pedal, it is measuring the brake pressure. So the percentage here is basically the percentage to our decided maximum pressure, which supposedly we are expecting a 80% pressure for the formula up. But since we don't have enough place to do the acceleration test and the brake test, so for now the maximum pressure number is still a random number that we just make up. Yes, don't laugh, it's true, but at least we let the driver to test whether they can actually actuate the brake system to that pressure. And you can see we also have some we have the input range check for this sensor. And this part is we call it 3D input because this part of the data is requested by VD, and the DCS here, you guys maybe not heard of this term before, is the damper compression sensor. But to be honest, that is basically the same kind of sensor of the accelerator sensor, because it's just next to the damper. So the previous scene I just called them DCS, and we just take the terms because it's not very
咩？你想講咩啊？
我聽唔聽落妖啲
？More professional 咯。
Okay, sound more professional, so we keep this term. And the FL after it is referred to the front left. Basically, all the wheel will have one DCS. And apart from the DCS sensor, we also have another sensor that is supposedly also requested by VD, but don't know how the sensor is get lost, and VD is not interested to install them. That is the wheel RPM sensor. So supposedly this box should originally have 4 more output for the wheel RPM, but no one is interested to do them, so they disappear. I suppose it should have kept some code or no, deleted already. And here is the signal input. If later on we have more signal from LV system, it will also belong to the signal input for now. So for now, the only input is the shutdown circuit, the SDC. Oh, I put a hook here. No, it's just empty.
Okay, 1 minute to disturb 啊！我換個 cam 位先。
你教咗佢哋 canvas
未講，冇，我講咗下多先。
Okay, in vehicle, the communication protocol is Canvas. That is the industrial standard for vehicle communication, and we also use the Canvas. So on the car we have two CAN channel is activated. We label them as CAN A and CAN